Hi there, thanks for joining me for today's practice. So today's practice is all about the feet, a little bit of strengthening through the ankles as well later on. So if you have a block or some cushions or something, have it nearby in case you want to use it. And then later on when we come up to standing, you'll need a chair or a table, something that you can just help to balance. So keep that in mind for later on. Let's make a start in a comfortable seated position, resting the hands down and closing down the eyes. We'll start in stillness, just for the first few moments. Just taking this time to center and arrive. Just noticing the breathing, traveling in and out through the nose. And the belly expanding and falling. This last few moments in stillness. And then starting to open up the eyes. So we're going to start getting into our feet now. Make sure that your feet are nice and clean and your hands are clean and you feel comfortable to really touch your feet, because we're going to be getting right in there. A lot of what we're doing today actually comes a little bit more from my dancing days as opposed to, yoga, but I think that it all feeds in really beautifully together. And it's so great to actually just give your feet a little bit of attention, because they do so much for us and we're on them all day long. So let's make a start. Have the right leg in front and bring the left heel in towards the groin. And so this is somewhere you might want to pop your right leg on a block or some cushions if you feel like you want a little bit more support. If you don't need it, then just you can let your leg be wherever it is. And then taking your left hand, we're going to take one finger in between each toe, so we're really getting into the webbing of the feet, and then bring the palm of the hand in, just really clasping that foot and holding it here in stillness. So we're just going to stretch out in between each toe. Stay with your breathing. And then let's release that out, and then bring the sole of the foot down, lifting the foot up. We're going to take hold of the right big toe and then all of the other toes into one hand. So holding the right big toe with your left hand, and then with your right hand holding all the other toes. And we're going to start to move the toes forward and back. So just moving them forward and back. So we're again just mobilizing in between each toe. And then we're going to take the first two toes and then the last three toes with the other hand, and same action, moving forward and back, forward and back. You might go nice and slow if you've got sore feet, but if you can, you might just move a little bit faster. I'm going to take it this way. That goes a little bit faster here. And then we're going to go first three toes and then last two toes. Same action, forward and back. Trying to find as much movement there as you can. And then last one, four toes and then the pinky toe, and same action, forward and back. Okay, and then let's release the sole of the foot down. And then from here, we're going to use our two thumbs and start to massage down. First, down through towards the big toe, and then down to the second toe. You have to be really quite strong here, so don't be too shy, just get in there. And it might hurt a little bit because there's not much muscle, mostly fascia, skin, tendons. The top of this foot can get really tight. So this helps to lengthen it all out. And then the outside down into that little toe. And then turning the foot around. Again, you might pop a block underneath there if you need to. And then we're going to take the foot and try to massage the inside of the foot here. So using your thumbs right through the center of the foot. Right through the center of the foot. Try to massage all the way up to the toes. And then working your way towards the outsides of the feet a little bit, yeah? And then let's turn back down onto the sole of the foot. We're going to pick up one toe at a time, picking up the big toe and then placing it back down, making it long. Pick up the second toe and placing it back down long. The third toe, picking it up and placing it down long. And the fourth toe, picking it up and placing it down long. And then the pinky toe, picking it up and placing it down long. And let's take some little taps around the feet. Tap, 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 all the way around. And at the back of the ankle as well. So just bringing some circulation into the feet. And then turning the sole back to the sole of the foot and same thing. Just tapping the sole of the foot. Let's extend that right leg out in front, flexing the foot, lengthening out through both sides of the waist. And then from here, let's point the foot and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. And again, point and flex. And this time, let's hold the point and then let's take some circles with the ankles. Trying to make the circles as big as you can. And changing direction. And last one. Let's bring that right leg in and we'll swap it over. So bringing the right heel in towards the groin and taking that left leg out in front to begin with. And again, you might just pop that block underneath the knee if you need to. And then taking your right hand, I'm going to place the fingers in between each toe and place the palm of the hand down and we'll just hold it here. Just find the breath. And then let's release that. Bringing the sole of the foot down for a moment, knee up, and then taking hold of the left big toe with your right hand and then all of the other fingers with your left hand, and then starting to go forward and back once again. So that action of going forward and back with the toes, trying to create a little bit of space in between each toe. And maybe go a little bit faster if you can. And then let's swap it over, not swap it over, let's just add the second toe and go 2 toes and 3 toes with the left hand. So forward and back. Check in with your breathing. Maybe going a little bit faster. And then let's add another toe. So 3 toes with your right hand, 2 with your left, going forward and back. Maybe a little bit faster. And then last variation, 4 toes and all the pinky toe in your left hand. Maybe a little bit faster. Oh, coordination's going funny here. And then let's release that down. So sole of the foot pressing down, and then we're going to start to take that massage on the top of the foot. So using your thumbs to just run down towards the big toe a couple of times, and then running down towards the second toe. Just be quite firm with your thumbs here, and then down to the third toe, And then turning the foot around, let's massage the inside of the foot. So thumbs at the base here, pressing through the center up towards the toes. Through the center up towards the toes. Really trying to be firm. Check in with the breath, keep it open. And then continue to move to the outsides of the feet. So just gradually moving your way out to the outsides of the feet. And then let's turn the foot back over, sole of the foot down. And then we're going to pick up the toe, lengthen and place it back down. So pick up the big toe and place it back down. Second toe, lift it up, lengthen and place it back down. Third toe, lift, lengthen, place it back down. Fourth toe, lift, lengthen, place it back down. And pinky toe, lift and lengthen and place it back down. And then from here, little taps all over the feet. Sole of the foot. And then let's extend that left leg forward, flexing through the foot. Take the hands beside you, lengthen up through both sides of the waist. Just taking an inhale. As you exhale, point the foot. Inhale to flex, exhale to point. Inhale to flex, exhale to point. And again, inhaling and exhale. Inhale, exhale, hold the point, and let's take some foot circles here. And changing direction. And then let's bring that leg back up. Just coming to a cross-legged position for a moment. So we're going to come up to standing now and grab our chair, thinking about your feet. So thinking about placing the sole of the foot down, toes being long, and then shifting the weight onto that left leg as you come up to standing. Yeah. And then grabbing your chair or coming to your table if that's where you're working. Just make sure that the chair or the table is nice and steady. So we won't put a lot of weight into it, but we want it to be sturdy. So having the feet parallel, so toes are pointing forward, we're going to lift up the right heel and then place it back down. Left heel and place it back down. And again, right and left. We're going to add a little rise. So rise up as you swap heel to heel or ball to ball the foot. Crown of the head is reaching up. And then let's keep the right heel up and then bend into the left leg and then rise up onto both feet and then bend into the right leg as you keep the left heel up. So rise up, right heel stays up, rise up, left heel stays up, rise up, right heel stays up, rise and left. Rise and right. Easy breathing. And then rising up to both feet and then lowering the heels back down. And again, rising up onto both feet. So very light on the chair or the table. Rise up and lowering back down. You want to think about staying parallel as you rise up and as you lower back down. Have a sense of those toes being long. Just last few rises here. And then lowering back down. Take the left foot by the right ankle. So make sure if you've got a chair, you're on the center. So you've got a nice steady base, left foot by the right ankle. We're going to rise up just onto the one foot and then lower back down. Rise up and then lower. Rise up, drawing that right quadricep up and then lower. We're just going to go 4 more. Inhale to rise, exhale to lower. Make sure you're not just pressing really strongly down onto your table or chair to come up. Last 2. Last 1. And then swap it over. Left foot down, right foot by that left ankle, and then let's rise, reach up through the crown of the head and lower down. Rise up and lower down. Try to lower down slowly, so slow lower. Rise and lower. Rise and lower. Let's go 3 more. Light with the hands. And then last one. And then lowering back down. Soften through the knees a little bit, just give the legs a little bit of a wiggle out. And then just to finish here, we're going to come to the top of that right foot and take some circles outwards. So we're trying to stretch the front of the foot, circling outwards, stretching the front of the foot and circling outwards. And changing direction, so going out and inwards with the circle. And then placing that down, we'll go to the other foot, so come to the top of that left foot, trying to circle outwards with this left foot. So stretching the top of the foot can be a little bit painful sometimes, but try to breathe through it. And then let's go the other way. So circling inwards. And then placing that back down. I'm going to move my chair off the mat. You can just keep it where it is for now. I just want us to have a little bit of a think of walking now, just before we finish our practice, because we've been doing all this beautiful work with the feet and the ankles. So feet just underneath the hips and feet parallel. So we tend to turn out a little bit when we walk. So you want to try to have a sense of the feet being parallel. So you're tracking forward towards that second toe as you walk. And first of all, just letting the weight drop down into the feet, crown of the head reaching up. And then starting to take just a little walk, just thinking about how the weight rolls through the foot. So heel, ball, toes, heel, ball, toes, heel, ball, toes. And then you might just continue to walk around the room. I'm just going to walk forward and back, but just letting the weight, or noticing the weight drop down into the foot, and we're transferring the weight side to side. Weight drops down on one side and then shifts to the other. And there's just this little sort of subtle shift from side to side. And it's noticing how the energy down into the feet, it actually drives energy back up into the body as well. So energy dropping down and energy dropping back up. So you might continue to walk around for a little bit, just all this great work that we've been doing, just to integrate all that information, or just when you're walking in your everyday life, having a think about the feet. I hope that you enjoyed today's practice, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.